as nice and as peaceful as the sea is at night, you get a bunch of weirdos and enemies that come out and just stare at you while you sail on by. It's awkward, but it's kind of cool, especially when the moon comes out, which I think is something we're going to learn a little bit more about over here. Because for those of you who aren't familiar with the law and land of the sea, then moons will play a vital part about what happens out here. So, how's it going, good sir? Good evening, Mr. Fishman. What do you have for us this fine evening? More repetitive text and animations? Wonderful. Alright, go ahead. Get my sea chart all wet. I mean, we're out on the water. It's bound to happen. But with that, we have ourselves Bomb Island. It's pretty bomb, alright. You all come sail these seas on nights when the right half of the moon is missing. Oh yes, this does definitely shed some light on a very compelling part of the game. No pun intended. The phases of the moon play an integral part on how certain events take place in the world. We'll also be able to obtain legendary photographs and things like that, but we'll talk more about it later. But for now, let's explore Bomb Island. Ironically, there are no bombs to be found at all here, but we'll come back here eventually once we're able to pick them up, and we can also take a quick look at this bottle, which appears to be of the Spoiler City variety. I don't think that we really need to worry about that right now, so let's divert our attention over to the cusp of the bomb here, where if you try to exert your curiosity, you will get assaulted by, here we go, these nefarious vines. So there's not really much we can do there yet, so yeah, we're gonna have to come back here eventually. You're gonna find yourself doing that in every corner of this place as you bonk your face into thin trees. But interestingly enough, there is a gentleman here by the name of Old Man Ho-Ho. I am not even joking. Typically, when you see him, he will lead you on to really cool places, and he'll be super excited about it. So right now he's actually looking at a submarine, which is what the great fish from before was talking about, and occasionally this man will actually be looking through a kaleidoscope. So we'll take a quick picture of him and take a look at this mailbox here. I do believe that it has something delicious for us. Hopefully it's not union dues. That would be really unfortunate. Letters for Ellison, we have one. Cool, well thank you. Hopefully I'm not getting drafted either. Oh, to my son superior, thank you very much for looking after my boy. This isn't much, but I hope you'll accept it all the same. I politely request your continued kindness toward my son. I like how she has to ask us that, but that's from Kashiko, who is Baido, the part-time mail worker's mother, and she gave us a piece of heart for that, so I guess kindness really does pay off. Thank you, Nintendo, for teaching all of the life lessons to children everywhere. So yeah, not a whole lot to do here, but it is nice that they're kind of edging in some pretty good stuff for us as far as, you know, introducing new facets of the game still, I guess. It's such a weird place for a mailbox to be, let alone the fact that it knew exactly where I was, but that's right, we're very close to our destination. I know it's taken a little bit longer than I would have liked, but we're gonna go and stop real quick over by the submarine that Old Man Ho-Ho was looking at, and there's a pink bokoblin on guard. Hello, sir. Sleepyhead. You know, I would like to kill you, but at the same time, probably not knock you off. So here, I'll just steal that from your neck, and take him carefully. Ooh, okay, that was that was completely unintentional. I am so sorry, sir. Jesus. I'm the greatest human being, by God. All right, into this wooden boat we go, and you'll see that it's actually being patrolled by other creatures who are just walking into walls. They have absolutely no idea what's going on in here. And there's rats, man. This place is infested. Well, you know what that means. We get to go ahead and take a couple more of these necklaces for our own good, and hopefully show them some death from above, or not. Okay. I shouldn't have been able to survive that. Some of the hit detection in this game is very wonky. As I've been playing through and practicing, I've realized that it is not great sometimes. But we got a rat. I don't think we have to kill them, so I'll avoid that if I don't have to do it. But ooh, that also didn't make any sense. And we have a new variety of bokoblin over here. Well, he's not new actually. We fought him in Dragon Roost, but they're gonna start being a little bit more regular. And you know, I'm gonna take this. I love using their weapons against them. It's just something that's followed through since I was a young boy. I don't know why. They're not even particularly that useful, but you just throw it at some dude's jaw and it dislocates it and it's perfect. Anyways, let's go ahead and get the treasures that we earned, which this early in the game, a second bottle is a fantastic prize to behold upon our 11-year-old hands. It's great for carrying water and holding other things. So I would highly recommend you pick it up. I mean, we are already on the way, and there's no reason to pass it up, especially since everything and their fish godmothers have been edging us to go in this direction. And I keep using that term edging, but okay, for some reason I thought there might have been something else in here. It's not one of those rooms that secretly drops down those fire and lanterns from the ceiling. We get to go across. Don't know why it was there, but anyways, we are out of here. So, Mr. King of Red Lions, we are hopefully not going to get deterred by anything else, although something does kind of catch my interest, and because we're already kind of in this direction, you see that shining ring of light in the water? This is what the Cosby Bunch, as I call them, we're talking about. If we go and use our grappling hook, which is actually very conveniently mapped to your D-pad, instead of being something you'd have to go on your gamepad or press pause to equip onto, you know, we can go and get treasure, and it's a purple rupee! Oh, that's incredible. I don't think we particularly need it, but those will show up throughout the world, and very important ones will have very high pillars of light. So, with the sun rising somewhere near us over there, maybe. I don't know where it's coming from, but it just... Dawn and dusk in this game looks so incredible, and I didn't bring much notice to it, but the raining and the sudden change of weather in this game is just... The subtlety is great, and the soundtrack is so fantastic. If I've mentioned it once, I've mentioned it 100 times before, but I own the soundtrack for, I think, most of the Zelda games, except for Skyward Sword and Twilight Princess, and I used to fall asleep with them playing. It's incredible, but as the music stops, do you not see what rises from the horizon? It's the Forest Haven. It may appear as though this is but a great tree rising far above the ocean surface. Is that not what it is? But it is a sacred place. It's inside the grotto that we'll find the spirit of the earth, the great Deku tree. That's great. So we must speak with him and receive the sacred gem known as Farore's Pearl. Well, do. I fear that Ganon's vile hand may have already reached the most sacred of sanctuaries. That's a really depressing outlook, my good sir. Alright, I guess we'll have to be careful. So, there's the Forbidden Woods over there and Beetle Shop, so in case you need to do anything before continuing forward, that's your best bet. However, we will be introduced to a new enemy known by none other than the Boko Baba. How's it going? By stealing their precious valuables, you get a Boko Baba seed, and I'd highly recommend picking up at least 4 of these before heading inside the Forest Haven. It's the source of the evil plant's magic, however, he's still gonna function just as maniacally as before, so we'll go and take him out, and depending on how you kill him, he can drop his neck that you can use as a weapon. It's kind of morbid, and I'm not sure what that's about, but they also have really wonky hit detection, as well as, I don't know, the physics based on their limbs. Yeah, sometimes they'll just go right through your sword attack and just kill you. It's not fun. But we'll keep on going. This place is nice, but I really like it at night. And something that I haven't really made too explicitly clear is that when you're in a town or somewhere like this, a main island, time doesn't pass, so now it's going to be light until we leave this place and change it, which is kind of important. Days have a bit of a repercussion on when we enter certain places, and so depending on the time of day it is, you're going to want to map out your trips a little bit carefully. But there's our 5th Boko Baba, and I think we're good. So let's continue on over here. That was a nice little Octorok that tried to do us in. Don't really appreciate him. And there's one way over here. I don't think it's possible to get him with your sword, because something I'm sure everybody tried as a child was to grapple hook over to him and then jump slash, but he just moves away at the last second. It's really saddening, but with that, let's go ahead and enter. God, this place looks so beautiful. I would almost dare say that Fumita Ueda, the creative director behind Shadow of the Colossus, probably took inspiration from this particular area for just the autumn woods or something in that game, because it's so beautiful. I would straight up just sleep here. It's so nice, even though it's way better at night, and I'm kind of kicking myself for being a slowpoke and it's taken so long to get here. But as we waddle through more of this stream, you'll notice a very depressing looking face over there. God, look at him. What is he so sad about? He's just frowning. Oh, poor guy. But this is apparently the great Deku Tree that Red King of Lions has spoken about, so let's go see what's up. That camera zooming in. Well, no wonder why this guy is so miserable. He's got all these chew jellies on his face. Alright, which means that we get to fight them, as well as a new variant of the color. We've now got a green one, and they don't really change anything aside from the fact that, well, they're not a very creative color, but we do want to collect their resources for good effect. And something that's kind of unusual about this particular encounter is that you can't actually parry any of these guys here. It's such a bizarre thing that they decided to omit for this particular fight, but if you take too long, they will respawn back on his face. And he's gonna be like, oh great. Dude, you're supposed to be the hero of time, get your shit together. It's not that hard, man. But we'll go and take him out, hopefully, any day. There we go. And they take 2 hits, man, as well. What? What? Alright, I'll take it. That garb you wear. Could you be the legendary hero? Has the king at long last found the hero of time? Wait, are you talking to me? Also, why are you talking to me? What is the matter? Do you not understand the ancient Hylian tongue? So you are not the hero of time. No, I understood it just fine, but you're making me really uncomfortable. And I don't like it. I must apologize. I was in error. I saw your clothing and suddenly I felt a longing for an age gone by. That longing caused the ancient tongue to pass my lips. It's kind of awkward. I am the guardian spirit of this forest haven, the Deku Tree. But I'm not that great yet. I owe you my thanks for your aid in ridding me of these foul creatures. Tell me, was it not the King of Red Lions, the boat who speaks, who led you to this place? Like, yeah, I guess he may be one and the same. So it's true. You have come here because you have need of the pearl of the goddess. Yeah, I guess so, something like that. See, I knew there was a reason the monsters had begun to congregate in the regions around my wood. Now I understand everything. He has returned. Ganon has returned. In that case, we must make haste. Yes, please, Pearl, gimme. Oh wait, Koroks, little children of the woods. This travel is not your enemy. Let your hearts be at ease. Show yourselves. Oh, hello. Why didn't you guys help? What do you call yourself? Allison, what a strange name, how dare you? These are the Koroks, the spirits of the forest. Once upon a time, long ago, the Koroks took on human forms, but when they came to live on the sea, they took these shapes. Why they decided to make that decision, I will never know, but they will forever be his cherished children. And as it happens, we have come just in time for the ceremony that they happen to hold just once a year. I shall grant the pearl to you once their ceremony is complete. I guess we can forego some of this world-saving stuff in favor of some festivities. Sounds nice. Yes. Wait, but they're not ready to begin the ceremony because something terrible has happened to Makar. Wait a minute. What's the matter, Linda? You and Makar are always late. No, it's not that. Makar fell into the Forbidden Woods. Oh, that doesn't sound good. What? Why did we make it so easily for children to fall in there? Told him to be careful, but still, Makar flew above the Forbidden Woods, and as he drew close, he got sucked in. What a fool. Alright, well, I guess we just got to begin without him. It's his own fault. He had one job. But no, the Forbidden Woods are right beside the hallowed island of the Forest Haven, and that whole region is a vile place that is home to evil beasts. And that was before Ganon even came along, so that was their problem. But since they have taken a child by the name of Makar, well, it's our duty to completely drain them of Makar, I guess. The King of Red Lions likely expects great deeds of us, so go and rescue a child who is incompetent at flying and also very late and clumsy, and I will deem you a true hero. But of course, humans can't fly through the air. Whoever would have guessed? No, we cannot enter from the sea unless, well, thanks. You know, I'm only 11 years old. I'm not that much heavier than these guys. They're made of straight up wood, just red oak wood. Let's use the item I bestow upon you and fly through the sky. Hey, I'll take it. Are you okay? Oh, jeez. All that effort